Okay, so project of the day is this basket here. It's a basket that you can buy at any craft store, and I actually was just using it for storage, throwing things in there, and I decided let me make a project out of this. And then I realized, well, why not film it just in case anybody's interested? I don't know, so I do apologize. I did start with the blue, but as you can see, it's pretty simple. I used two different colors, the blue and the white. You can make it just one color or however many colors you want. The painting part is simple. And then I decided, well, I need a little design on it. So I used this decoupage paper with the bee on it. And I'm just going to sort of cut that up, cut the white edges off that, obviously they don't look good there. And I'm not going to try to make it perfect. I want it to look, well, you guys know I like things imperfectly perfect. So I'm just kind of wavering the scissors around a little bit. So it's not a perfect square piece of paper that I'm just going to stick to this basket. Now that I have my paper cut out, I'm going to grab my Mod Podge glue, which also will act as a sealant, and I am going to put it on the basket. And then I'm going to put the paper on it. And this is easier for me than to put it on the paper, because once I put it on the basket and put the paper on top, I will know where I need some more paint. I mean, this is how I do it. You could put it on the paper as well. There's no wrong or right way with this one. What I will say is that you want to make sure you do get enough of the Mod Podge underneath so that it doesn't cause too many wrinkles. And I mean, obviously it's not a flat surface, but you don't want a lot of wrinkles. Some are great, I think. And you also want to make sure that you do have enough glue underneath so it doesn't peel up, especially on the edges. Once you have that paper on, you're just going to spend a little time making sure that you get glue, especially on the edges, and just patting the paper down to make sure it sticks. And you kind of will get a feel as to where there isn't enough glue, because it's not going to be, it's not going to show as flat as it should. And this is where we have to be careful, because we don't want it to bubble. When it bubbles, that means there is no glue in that area, and that's not great. So you just take your time getting this paper down and making sure that you have all the Mod Podge glue underneath that you need. It's okay to peel back if you feel like there is a space kind of more in the middle that needs the Mod Podge. And this is just what you need to do until you feel that you have enough glue and it's going to settle nicely. Now, because I want this to be cohesive, the paper has some dark tones, as you can see, and the barrel, because I started with the white and this turquoise color, it's kind of contrast to the paper. So I'm going to use some dark wax to tie it all in. I am going to add the wax on top of the paper, and I'm also going to use the dark wax on this little basket. And just to make it all look like it goes together. Now, don't get nervous. Dark wax is going to make it look really dark at first until it dries. Then it will lighten up a bit. I'm also going to use this other wax. It's got like this bluish tone, the same color as this paint, just to mix it into the dark wax. So it gives it this kind of a little bit of dramatic look, I think. And I'm just going to add that to different spots here and there. After that, it's pretty much done. Now, there's lots of things you can do with this basket. You can put blankets in it and put it in a corner. It would be really pretty. Or you can put a flower pot in it, a big one with a beautiful plant. It would be so pretty. This was just in my shop, and I just added some fake flowers just to kind of show. And I added the bow, which you don't have to do that with the burlap. But that's it. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.